decision-making has been a little bit off for the Yudu Red Giants. And it baits the question why. Because maybe before the interview that they made, we could have thought that maybe, okay, maybe losing that win streak caused a toll on their mentality or their mental fortitude. But even in the interview, they were happy about it, right? They were so happy because now the fans are no longer pressuring them about keeping that win streak alive. So hopefully the Yudu Red Giants can recollect here and force yet another game for Falcons AP Bren, because otherwise this will be yet another PHPH Grand Finals at SPS.
It's going to be crazy. Well, let's see here. The draft Falcons AP Bren, they will have the first pick, and of course Chip ban out. I believe during playoffs, Chip has yet to surface.
Yeah, that's true. A high banning percentage for the Chip, and knowing that Falcons AP Bren is on the other side of the drafting, I'm sure that they will ban out against the Zask. They have been very consistent with that already, knowing that they're up against YRG, because yesterday they opened it up for YRG. Maybe they're just testing waters at that time. So I'm looking forward for YRG if, okay, they banned out the Minotaur Ogwen signature pick. And yep, they banned out the Zask. You're left with Roger, again, a Moskov, those heroes for YRG. Or maybe focus on Karam's hero this time around. They change things up.
Definitely, and Yudu Red Giants adjustments instantly, right? They saw that Minotaur is a little bit too hard to handle here. So yeah, you know what? Let's limit Ogwen and also opening up more possibilities. Falcons AP Bren, will they go for that Roger first pick? It seems like they really like that Roger.
It's a big question. Yeah, okay, so the adjustments have been made now for the Yudu Red Giants, picking up the Edith. And this puts Falcons AP Bren in a situation to choose, right? The Roger and the Harith has been left open. We've seen the Harith kind of fall short in terms of that laning phase as compared to certain heroes. So it looks like Falcons AP Bren up first. They will be picking up the Roger. It's still a flex. They could still be picking up the Harith later on into the series. But the Terizla is also one of their choices here to secure Flap TZ.
Not unless Yudu Red Giant secures the Harith now. For them, Harith and Kufra maybe, because it's a nice protection for that hero, but they could also get the Hayabusa already, or even the Alpha, since the Assassin or the Junglers has already been limited for our draft.
You know what? I like it, right? And maybe we might see a Kaja here in the mix from either side. Let's see the Giants, though, to complete their first 3 picks. It will be that Harith as expected, and of course the Nolan, right? I'm still being the favorites in the jungler position.
It's scary to pick up the Harith here, but it's also understandable. In the opposite side, the Yudu Red Giants, when faced with the Harith in the gold lane, they pick up something like the Melissa that has a little bit more of a fighting chance in lane if they want to. But obviously, if Falcons AP Bren secure the Melissa here, the Yudu Red Giants could pick up something like the Arlet, which is also very dangerous against the Melissa in these particular team fights. So right now, Falcons AP Bren, they're not going to pick the bait just yet. The Vexana is secured first and foremost. And now the Yudu Red Giants, they have the chance to ban the Melissa out if they deem it worthy of banning.
Yeah, they can actually ban out Melissa and even Moskov, because the Roger could also be, is still a flex pick for Falcons AP Bren. And I think during last game, it was a Roger for Kaltiz and a Claude as well as for their gold lane. So, yep, Yudu Red Giants, they might want to minimize on the options of Falcons AP Bren and have this Roger in the gold lane instead. Since Falcons AP Bren already banned out this Exborg, there's a high chance that even the Terizla is also a flex.
You're right. Let's see though, Falcons AP Bren, will it be enough for them? But Yudu Red Giants, yeah, they will start eliminating the Moskov as expected as well. Will they commit to another Super Macro hero later on? We'll see. Falcons AP Bren though, they're in the hot seats. What are you guys thinking here? I think either Exborg, Edith can be flexed, so let's just maybe glue ban, because they have synchronized the Vexana with the glue before.
That's actually,
I mean,
oh, it's gonna be a show here for Falcons AP Bren. So Yudu Red Giants, I was thinking if Are they gonna ban the Claude, Melissa, as Eterna said? Because it is actually decent for... It's a decent pick for Red Giants. More on the marksman so that there's no flex for FCAP.
Yeah, they want to try and force it, right? That's
Yeah.
definitely a possibility here. And for Falcons AP Bren, once again, they are trying to signify that they want a winning lane in that EXP, right? Which is why they banned out the export. CC is still an option, although Cram has not picked it up just yet, right? So far, Cram has picked up the export, the Charizla, the Barretts, and the Edith. So again, still a possibility of that flex. But now, okay, they're starting to limit down the options here for that roaming position. Cho banned out, Kufra also banned out. Falcons AP Bren, what do they secure here? Do they, I think, maybe leave the Roger as a flex to the later portion? I think at this stage, go for a roamer here before it gets picked up by the Red Giants, and that choice is the Ruby.
Yeah, a very solid choice, right? Going up against Harith, a hero like Nolan, and the Edith, who wants to engage you. And a proper disengage should be the Ruby, right? With a crowd control, it will break your tempo as well. So very nice pickup. Red Giants, though, what do they need? They need more peel. They have crowd control, but is the crowd control from Edith enough? I don't think so.
If up against a Ruby or maybe even a Terizla, Edith is sufficient for Red Giants. I was thinking for a burst hero. For YRG, could be a Lily actually, if up against the Terizla and the Ruby, right? Could burst those shields and even the HP. But yeah, okay. So we have Arlot and even Jushin. We're not even sure as to where this Arlot will go. Is it an EXP lane or the POS 5 for YRG? Now, here comes the answer for FCAP. If this Roger is gonna be a flex, no, it's not a flex. It's gonna go on Super Marcos lane, and we have Hayabusa as Kyle TZ's the jungle hero.
I had a feeling that it would be Jushin. I think Jushin is very punishing to heroes that want to look for a setup like a Terizla, like a Ruby. The displacement of the Jushin is very difficult to overtake, so I think it does work well and blend in well with the entirety and the idea that they want to go for. They also have a little bit more of outplay material with the Arlet as well as the Edith, so these team fights are going to be a little bit more tricky for Falcons AP Bren this time around.
It's going to be tricky, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, it is at match point for Falcons AP Bren.
One game away for the M5 World Champions to move forward into the Grand Finals. One game away of remaking history, putting Red Giants in their spot. And with that, I'm going to throw it over to you guys to cast and bring us into the third game in this best of 5.
Thank you again, Eterna. Will we see the Land of Dawn the last time for this series, or will we see another Land of Dawn game? Let's see. Red Giants taking on Falcons AP Bren.
And we can see right now for Red Giants, they are really on the aggressive side, specifically in the middle lane. But this is a very different rotation from Q because he goes at the lane as to where Super Marco is.
Let's say it's a 1v1 Raw. Stormy and Yums will force Super Marco to use that flicker early. That's already a spell wasted. And also for Cram, the bottom side actually spent his flicker as well. Kyle TZ though, he smells it, he gets it. First blood towards Kyle TZ.
What a rotation there by Falcons AP Bren. Almost a kill at the top lane, but there's a cross-map play, I think, for Red Giants. But Ogwen is still alive. So Sekai is now at level 4. Same goes with Kyle TZ for this game. So expect more of the rotations in the golden because that is what's happening for both of our teams. And this is going to be a pretty intense fight, I guess, because a lot of trades, even bottom lane here. But Cram, he needs to be careful against the Flap TZ and Kyle TZ.
It's already very different from game 1 and 2. Early first blood, and Kyle TZ looking for an angle already. So more confident here, and as well as more aggressive from the side of Falcons AP Bren.
Even Omen is poking some of players here from Red Giants. A lot of pokes at the middle lane. So they are positioning themselves in a way that they could get a kill, but we have Kyle TZ as well for Falcons AP Bren.
Yeah, I mean, Shadow Kill will secure that, but Sakai's will secure that kill as well. both kills here towards both respective junglers.
But for Ogwen, he used his flicker already. So this is going to be a long turtle fight again for both of our teams. And they want to have those pulse force be at level 4, specifically for Stormy, who is still at level 3. Again, because of the aggression that Falcons AP Brand has been doing against them, the rotation isn't that continuous for YRG. And yep, we have Yums here already for the vision, but for Falcons AP Brand, there is Few and Flap Easy.
Let's see here the setup. Jungler levels, yeah. Call TZ level 6 for Sky's level 6, so they are at same level now. Falcons AP Brand, they might look for an opening with Ogwen. Looking to hold on towards that flicker just yet though. Well, let's see here. Sky's finds it. Penalty zone towards the backside though. It's connects on towards still. But it seems like Yudo Red Giants, they're ready to fight as well. Ogwen displays towards the backside, knocks up, Ogwen falls.
That is a very nice Lantern Flare usage there from Stormy. And it's more of the continuity in terms of setting up a play for Yudo Red Giants that made them win that turtle team fight against Falcons AP Brand. So a little bit of delay on the reaction from Falcons AP Brand, hence YRG secured that one. But yep, Flap Easy, you have 3 players at the bottom lane.
Flap TZ not sure here, no flicker. So it seems like with the airborne, Flap TZ will not able to survive. And Sakai finds the extra 200 gold. Grandma though will be the trade. So both EXP laners will fall in the bottom side of the map.
But still better trade from Yudo Red Giants because you have 2 players with assists because of that kill against Flap TZ. But it was a nice reaction from View at the time. And right now, I think the problem for Falcons AP Brand is, again, the Lantern Flare from Stormy. It's as if they are not really timing it that much before counter-engage against YRG. But yeah, Yudo Red Giants, they just need to continue what they're doing. Probably get those jungles or neutrals against Kyle TZ as early as now.
Well, Yudo Red Giants here looking for an opening, perhaps in the mid. Final Flash View now use the flicker. Oh, good onwards, onwards Ogwen, and the damage will come through towards View. Ogwen and View falls in the mid. Shadow kill, a desperate one, but Kyle TZ will be able to get out with that quad shadow. Now Flap TZ with the penalty zone will deal damage towards Stormy and Yu. Super Mario a little bit late, but Yudo Red Giants, they were able to get out and disengage.
Okay, so for Super Marco, I thought he's gonna dive under the turret with the 2 players already low on life from Yudo Red Giants, but it's more of the discipline for him. Again, for Yudo Red Giants, nice usage of skills. They were very sustainable at the middle lane. That's why Falcons AP Brand, they need to speed things up in taking objectives. Hence, they are at position.
Oh, Stormy, a little bit late there. A little bit late for the backup. But the turtle now will fall to the hands of Falcons AP Brand. Yep, Falcons AP Brand, they have found compensation, but man, the guys will not stand idly by. They will take the first structure in the game.
That is a very nice cross-map play from Yudo Red Giants. I mean, keep up on those setup plays from Falcons AP Brand. They're not giving them the chance to win on team fight. And if there's if ever there's gonna be a play from Falcons AP Brand, there's a counter on other lanes. So I really like how Cram is playing on this game because it's as if he is the initiator from Yudo Red Giants, and then there's gonna be that follow-up setup play from Yumes, and Stormy's doing a great job on that Yujin play, and I heard the conceal from YRG.
Yeah, Yudo Red Giants, they want to set things up in the top lane. Oh, good! Displacement there on towards Flap TZ, and he will be forced to use the flicker. The damage will follow. Innocent with the Shaman Force, dealing a lot of damage, immobilizing Ogwen as well. And Graham secures it. Shadow kill towards the backside, will not be able to find anyone. Good onwards, on towards Kyle TZ in the backside. The Graham will deal a lot of damage and also takes a lot of damage. Kyle TZ will fall in the hands of the jungler as well. At the end, it's a 3-for-1 in favor of the Giants.
What a nice play from Yudo Red Giants. Even a buy time, by the way, from Cram, but middle lane. Unstoppable already for Sikais, but Stormy's gonna be down. Super Marco running for his life. Now Falcons, AP Brenna, there's a bit of a juggle for them against the Yudo Red Giants, but YRG is keeping up that lead. 1,800 in terms of gold. We have Sikais and Innocent on top of that gold farm against the Falcons AP Brand. Sekai's, by the way, is at 5,700, while Caltisi is at 4,400. So that's a huge leap in terms of the itemization because he has the Malefic Roar already.
Oh, that's more damage already, right? And 7 minutes in, what a recovery by Udora Giants. Glambo will take a lot of heat here with the crowd control and damage. Flapteezy will be able to take him down the middle. Different situation. Hugh will be taken down. It's a 1-for-1 on the XP for the mid. Take a look at Sakai's. He will clean up on the turtle. So that's a 1-for-1, but the nuke falls to the Udo Red Giants.
Nice diversion of attention for the players of Udo Red Giants at the middle lane. So it's a free turtle rather for Sekai's at that time. Sekai's, by the way, is at 504. And because Stormy heard that conceal, he just prepared himself. If there is gonna be that threat from Falcons AP Brand, and Supermarket is just taking his time to farm for this game. The only item that he has, or core item that he has, is the Wind Talker. Set up play, more pokes.
Yeah, they are not sure here. They do not want to overcommit just yet. Humes poking around, as well as Stormy and Falcon Safety Bren, while Super Marco, he has 2 items already. Windtalker and Endless Battle, not Power Spike yet. But if you say that he is able to deal damage, the answer is yes.
Ooh, nice set of play.
Oh, Super Marco on the backside. Flapteezy flickers out of the way. The alley-oop from the side of Stormy will be able to be finished by the members of Udorat Giants. They want the triple as Graham jumps in, dives in. Now on the backside, it is actually the Hayabusa looking for a small cheeky kill, but it will not be available because of the alley-oop again. And Sakai secure the godlike.
That is going to be a wipeout also for the side of YRG, hence them taking this turn at the middle lane. So things are looking good for YRG. The layering of skills is there. Stormy is doing a pretty stable job. By the way, 0-3-15. So all 15 kills from YRG. He has participated there. So 100% kill participation for this Eugene. And I think Falcons AP Brand is having a hard time to counter this type of lineup from Udo Red Giants, because even at the item shows. So we have the Thunderbelt already for Cram, Road to Dominance Ice, and even for Falcons AP Brand, they can even peel the shield and even the HP bars here of Udo Red Giants. And because of the team fight, from 2,000 gold lead and now 7,000 for YRG.
Things are not looking good here for Falcons AP Bren. Udora Giants, can they keep up here to stay in the series? The Lord, yeah, the first one will be taken for the side of Udo Red Giants.
Also, it's kind of hard for Falcons AP Bren to counter-engage because Humes is always one step ahead against Falcons AP Brand. Even Yu is having a hard time to place that Eternal Guard, right? So we have the Lord now for Udo Red Giants in the middle lane.
Oh, good pull there, and even the damage comes through for Caltisi to be taken down. And now this is the first Lord, but Falcons AP Brand, they're a man down. Will they be able to defend their inhibitors?
After that, we have the Holy Crystal ready for Innocent. So 70 seconds before Kyle Teasy is alive. But it's just the first turtle of the game. Falcons AP Brand struggling to defend.
Final flash out towards you. Flapteezy holding on. But now he will look and run, trying to survive from Innocence as he claims the unstoppable. Here, Udora Giants still stands with 5. And with that, they will be satisfied in taking the mid-base turret.
Definitely, there's a huge lead in terms of the items and even the levels here from our players. Sekai's is at level 15, while Caltisi is at level 13. So we are still at 11 minutes of the game, very far from that equilibrium moment. So for Falcons AP Brand, it's kind of hard for them to defend since Udo Red Giants is more on the aggressive side.
Yeah.
But they have the kit as long as there is a nice I'm offended play from Ogwen and then finish it with a penalty zone. YRG, they're just jumping against FCAP.
Yeah, this is very different from game 1 and 2 because Udora Giants, they now are dictating the game. FCAPs, they are playing us Udora Giants' game. It's very different from game 1 and 2. And take a look at the tempo control from Udora Giants as well, right? You know what? There's no objective on the board. Let's slow it down.
And even at the items here for Stormy, there's no slowing down. Even bought that brute force breastplate and then the glowing wand. So they just want continuous damage against the FCAP. And we don't have, okay, we have the Dominance Eyes for Ogwen. But at the same time, it's really hard for Ogwen to be up front because even Innocent is almost close to that full item.
Yeah.
So probably Road to Blood Wings after this Holy Crystal and even the Feather of Heaven.
And with that, it's very nasty, right? With the Blood Wings, extra shieldings, it will be trickier to take Innocent down. And yeah, I mean, if we're talking about Ogwen, it's very hard for this Ruby to even stay in the front lines. Why? Because there is Stormy. That Zushin is just so annoying that can displace you and put you in a position that you don't want to be in.
Yeah, that's true. And you can see right now the Lord has spawned for this game. Now, Yudu Red Giants, they have the upper hand for the positioning. It's really hard for Ogun to be up front. Even Flappies is having a hard time. Sometimes he uses the penalty zone, and the flicker is used to back away against the players of Yudu Red Giants, not the other way around. So there's going to be an error from Yudu Red Giants. Probably it's going to be having Stormy up front and take all the damage from Falcon's AP Bren.
See, well, Falcon's AP Bren be able to contest Cal TZ level 14. Of course, Sakai is level 15. Oh, I'm offended. Flicker, though, will connect on towards one. Sakai secures the Lord, but Cram will be the trade. Will they want more as Flap sees he caught? Flicker's out, but the damage will come through, and Flap will fall. It's a 1-for-1, and Lord falls to the Giants.
This is going to be difficult here for Falcon CP Bren. Since the Lord has already spawned in the middle lane, there's no added layer of sustain for Falcon's AP Bren. Although they have Ogwen, but it's kind of hard because they're still waiting for that Eternal Guard from a few, but depending if Kaltizi will get a kill.
To extend the series, will this be it? Now let's see, Ogwen receiving a lot of damage. Super Marco, Kaltizi in the backside will be able to escape, but Stormy falls in the process. Sakai's trades and the base will fall. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a game 4.
That is a very nice execution there by the Yudu Red Giants.